All right, before we had a to the m over n, now we have a to the negative m over n. And again, these are both positive integers with m over n in lowest terms. And all we're going to do is, when we have a negative, we're just going to take it to the opposite side. So in this case, it was up here, so we just take it to the denominator, and we have 1 over a to the m over n. Now, kind of a corollary is, what if we had 1 over a to the negative m over n? Well, that's just going to be a to the m over n. So here it's going to go up to the top, and then we'd have it up here. So if it's on the top, it becomes going down. If it's on the bottom, it goes to the top. And in either case, a cannot equal 0. All right, so here we're supposed to write an expression in radical notation and then evaluate. All right, so 81 to the negative 1/4. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take the fourth root of 81 and put it in the denominator because we want that to become positive, so we take it to the denominator. Now we're taking the fourth root of that, and so remember that's going to be 3 to the 4, and the fourth root of that is just going to give us 1 over 3. Because again, this at this point is 1 over the fourth root of 3 to the fourth. The fourth root and the fourth power cancel, and we're left with just the 3. All right, what about this one? Well, this is going to give us 1 over 64 to the 2/3. Now we're going to have the third root of 64 squared, and so that's going to give us this. And well, guess what? 64 is 4 times 4 times 4. And so when we take that and take the cube root of it, it's going to be just 1 over 4, but then it's going to be squared, and 4 squared is going to be 1 over 16. And so that will give us our final answer here. All right, so here we're using rational exponents to write each radical expression. So that means we're going to take it to the powers instead. So this one is going to become x to the 3 over 7. Again, whatever the root number is out here, that's going to be the denominator in our rational exponent. So here we have what? Well, if we write it as it is, it's going to be 1 over, and then it's going to be b to the 3 halves. Or if we want it as on the numerator, it's going to be b to the negative 3 halves. So really what happens is on this one we have 1 over b to the 3 halves. But a lot of times we just want it as everything in the numerator, like here. And so to do that, remember, if we're taking it back up, we have to write it to the negative 3 halves. Change it to the negative, and it goes to the numerator, and that's why we have this. Now, what about this one? Well, here we have x minus 1, the quantity squared, and it's a fifth root, so it's just going to be 2/5. Okay. And this one, well, then that whole thing is going to go to the fourth power. And so that's all we'd have here. So these are pretty easy. Again, remembering that whatever the number is here is what goes on the bottom, the 2, the 7, the 5, and here, the 4. All right, let's stop here and continue with a little bit later.